That's right, action. I've had a little rummage around some of the applications that are registered within System32. You can do that with PowerShell, get command, type application, select object name. You'll get a list of all of those that are there. So I've pulled out some of them that are interesting. That's these here. We know about work folders and that, so this is just really off the back of that, a little bit of methodology. So we've got is name not found because we're interested in replacing those things that aren't found with things that we want, and we want it in a path that we can control. In this case I've used explode because it's a cheesy name that I've given it ages ago. That's the setup. So from here, because it's registered in System32, even with the file extension, we can just put them straight in there, and then I'll go and do some stuff. So we can see that from that it's initialized to search for config and reg and cmd, and some text files and some creds and all kinds of cool shit. That's cool. I would probably stick to cmd.exe, but there might be some wiggle room. These config and reg might be opportunities, or this might be a good place to taint some information as well. Whatever. Let's move on to the next one. Magnify. Same thing. So I'm doing this from my user controllable folder, which also could be temp, whatever. Let's just put that in there. Same again. Magnifying stuff. I'm old. Let me just get rid of that. There we go. See what happened there. Nothing happened there. Did anything happen there? One sec. Something happened before. Okay, that wasn't anything to do with it. Maybe Magnify is playing tricks on me now because of the other ones I've loaded. So that might be some of the preloads might be conditional to other executables that have been running. Maybe. Let's just do that once more. I'm suspicious. It's my partner in the background if you can hear her. Nope, there's nothing there. Okay, let's take Magnify, go off the list. And go away. Thank you. Okay. Okay. Main.cpl. So CPL is control panel, which is also a DLL, but we can execute it, so that's cool. So we get mouse.dll. It also loads up the mouse interface. So if somebody wants to take a look at that, feel free. Guess that's what's going on there, but whatever. The good thing is you can call it from anywhere, so that means that you don't need to know where you are, or you don't need to declare the full path, or blah 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 blah. Nice. Manage-bde.wsf, different registered script type, a different executable. It's invalid. Okay, that's cool. So a lot of stuff's gone on there. We just go mouse DLL, and then we ran manage-bde. So my BDE is quite greedy. It's looking for cmd.exe quite a lot, and it's also looking for some event files. So this is another good one for cmd.exe. I don't know if there's any value in crafting an evtx file. And it also invokes dxdiag, DirectX diagnostics, for a driver. If you fancy your chances, have a crack at that. Blah blah blah. Looking for a registry. cmd PowerShell. Okay, so you could put cmd and PowerShell in there, as well as some other registry entries of your creative needs. So that one's cool. Let's do on-screen keyboard. On-screen keyboard, looking for a driver if you fancy your chances. Perfmon. Perfmon's a bit of a shitty example, but I've left it in anyway just to state something. So you can see it's looking for .config, which means that you can control the location of the config when it loads, which might have some utility. Keep that in mind. Regedit. The official name for regedit is Reginald Editington. So regedit's looking for shell 32. That's cool. I don't know what's going on there. Nosy knobhead. Okay, let's get rid of that. TPM, Trusted Platform Module. is that just TPM? Yeah, okay, cool. So TPM is looking for Microsoft.tpm.dll, fill your boots. I don't know if any of these will be useful, but don't shoot the messenger. I'm not sure what's going on there. Let me just. Oh, okay, there we go. There's a return missing. Secpol, our favourite security policy. What's going on with that? We can see ppc snappin.dll. I see that a lot with the MSCs, so I imagine that that's quite probably already known. I haven't actually been through a lot of the lol bases. I've only just looked at the websites when I've been stuck on a box that I can't move on, which has been mostly useful almost all the time, so thanks for that. Secvol, so it's looking for a driver again, so if you're crafting a nasty driver, you can control where it's loaded from. It's got some utility. Sysdm.cpl. So there was a chap that was talking, I think he's a Russian guy, something that I tweeted the other day, moments ago. Fucking hell, I'm knackered. Basically saying that something was patched on sysdm.cpl, and I just retweeted saying I think that it's unfixed. So it's a person called H Firefox with a 0 for Fox. And by the way, Microsoft fixed the user access control bypass from blah 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 blah. So there isn't a user access control bypass, but there is a opportunity to launch an executable in a user controlled space of your choice. Similarly to work folders, only work folders is assigned binary, and this is just a known system CPL in a trusted location, which is system32. The reason why these ones are useful is because they're in system32, and that might be, arguably you can't write to that unless you're admin. So in that becomes trust, and if you're defense, you might trust that a bit more than if it was in app data. So anyway, so I've actually tweeted that wrong, so I'm going to update that now. Actually, I'll do that after this recording. So yeah, system verifier. Look at this. Verifier's original name was Veronica Verifier. See what that loads up. So it looks verifier GUI.exe, but when I put a verifier GUI.exe in there, which was just Didier Stevens' cmd.exe, made with React.os, it didn't fire, but I haven't really looked into it. This is very sort of cosmetic, high level discovery at this point. And then write, let's go. Seen this one before, but I've never had any joy with it. So it's mappy32dll and chkdsk. Chkdsk looks for uraw, which is not the sort of conversation you want to have when having sex. Okay, let's go to comexp. See what that does. Eventviewer.dll. That's interesting and useful. dcomconf. Again, MSC. Bit of a pattern there. Hey yo, did that even load up? Oh shit. There we go. So that opens up eventviewer.dll as well. So I imagine that there's a certain component that's being drawn in by the MMC that wants the eventviewer.dll and is looking in the wrong place for it. What's this? Probably more of the same. PPC snap, which we saw up there before. dxdiag, good old. Used to use this when I was an IT engineer and I fixed the problem really quickly. Run some stuff. Netstat space 5, dxdiag. Okay. Yeah, that's okay. Alright. And then this is looking for a driver, the audio driver from before. Sound driver, no doubt. And then gather network info. I'm not sure if this one's actually useful, but I guess the point is that it's not just executables, CPL files, MSC files, WSF files, and anything else that's registered in your environment variables. So yeah, the gather network info looks for CMD, and I guess that's it. Some utility there. Anyway, so this is all the stuff that's in flat in System32. How I got that was what was it? Get command. And type application select object name, and it was just these. I went through all of these because I'm shit at automation, and there's a few that shut down your machine. That's cool. Cool. That was annoying. Anyway, this is in a what's it called? Sandbox. Oh yeah, there it is right at the top. Sandbox system. So I guess what's next to do is to whip up some 32-bit and 64-bit files, payloads, and see if I can jam any of them into these drivers or DLLs, and see if any of them bite. Or smarter people can load this stuff up and look a little bit closer. My methods of exploitation are pretty primitive compared to you handsome bastards, but I thought this was worth doing off the back of the work folders hype that's been going around, which is quite nice. Onward, enjoy.